Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will cover one more scenario for OVRDBF command, where we will fetch the data from one physical file using the RRN value. Okay, so before we discuss this program, let me show you the files that we are going to use. So first thing and very important thing is that like if you want to fetch data on the basis of RRN, then in that case, the file that you are using should be of non-keyed. Okay, otherwise it will give error. So right now I have two files. I will show you the difference between keyed and non-keyed file. So here you can see the test PF1 contains key field, which is user ID. So this is a keyed file. And second one is the non-keyed file, because here we are not using any kind of key fields. So this is the only difference between keyed and non-keyed file. So whenever you want to fetch the data on the basis of RN using OVRDBF command, then in that case it should be non-keyed file. So let's see the data in this. So I'm doing run query RQ here, hitting enter. So you can see it contains this much of records from 1 to 7. So now what we are planning to do, we are planning to fetch this record, which is 5th record as per the RRN. So just hit enter, go back and just check the program logic. So I'm opening this program in edit mode. So firstly we are declaring the file, so just press F4 on DCLF and just specify your file name here like this, testpf2, then hit enter. And now we will use OVRDBF command, so just press F4 on OVRDBF, put file name as testpf1, which is my file name, to file as testpf2, and to file is also containing as testpf2. If you want to put any scope, then you can put at the bottom, but for now we are just making it as a program level only. So now in retrieve order you can put star RRN, and in the relative record number you can put the number which you want to fetch. So I'm passing it as 5 because I want to pick the record for our 5th RRN. Then do page down. This is the scope field if you want to change anything, otherwise you can make it as by default, and then simply hit enter. So make sure that in the same manner you use this command, otherwise it might give error. The file name should be like this, only testpf2, two files should be only like testpf2 and RRN with their value. After overriding the file, we are doing RCVF, and RCVF will fetch the data, then we are printing the data. So to print the data we are using sndpgmmsg command. So just write it and press F4. Here inside that field you can write, you can convert this value because this is a numeric value or decimal value. So in sndpgmmsg we need to pass only the character field, so I'm just converting it to character and then hitting enter. Now on line number 17 what we are doing, we are using sndpgmmsg again to print the username, which is already of type character, so we are just directly passing it. And then we are doing delete override. So make a habit to delete the override just after you perform the operation, because it will, otherwise it might cause some issue or conflicts for the further overriding. So after processing, just go and put here testpf2 and then hit enter. If you are using any kind of scope, then also it needs to be passed here, otherwise you can go with the default value. So right now we are not using any kind of scope, so we are just deleting it directly. So this is the way how we use override. First declare the file, then perform override. After that process the data what you want to fetch, and then you can delete the file using delete the override. Okay, now let's see the output. Compile it. It is compiled successfully. Now I'm calling this, so you can see it fetches the 5th record, which is correct, right? So this is how we can utilize OVRDBF command in order to fetch the data from PF using RRN value. So only thing you need to take care of that the file that you are using should be a non-keyed file. Okay, and after that you can you can override the file in the same manner I am doing here. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this session. In the upcoming session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.